Knicks and Bulls Game 2 Tuesday. Phil Jackson honored as Coach of the Year before the game. Onto the game itself, and Michael Jordan shows his back isn't all that bad. He scores 28 for the Bulls. Knicks hanging tough early. John Starks with a nice drive. New York within one at the half, but in the fourth quarter, Patrick Ewing's temper boils over.
To Jim Clemens, the Bulls assistant coach, and Ewing went after him, just cursing, holding Ewing back.
Then Scottie Pippen scores 7 points in a 12-0 run, and the Bulls blow the game open. Afterwards, Scottie shares his thoughts on Ewing.
For Patrick's part, it's very unprofessional to let a coach get into your head. I mean, you can't let a coach on the sideline get involved in the game, especially assistant coach.
As they meet the Knicks in Game 3, Marv Albert and Matt Guokas have the call from the Garden. Then Game 3 of the San Antonio-Utah series, Greg Gumbel and Bill Walton will be on hand from the Delta Center. The NBA playoffs continue on NBC after these messages from your local station.
The concept may be team. In reality, it's the individual. Patrick Ewing, New York's backbone, hailed in the best of times, held responsible for the worst of times. His career, his life, forever knotted to one man, Michael Jordan. With younger hands, Ewing once gripped a national championship, a title torn loose in the final second by Jordan. They've stood eye to eye ever since. Two individuals, each taller than his team, meeting year after year in the playoff hunt. And each time, Michael Jordan has proven himself the better man. 3 NBA crowns. Ewing has none. Today, Ewing still chases the man who's always been more than his equal. The concept is team. New York's fate rests with the individual. Officials, Ed T. Rush, Joe DeRosa, and Hugh Hollins, who has not been a favorite of the Bulls, involved in a couple of controversial finishes. Jordan, he was surrounded as he hits on his first field goal. Michael telling us Earlback has bothered him, so you know he's feeling much better.
And the Bulls that time not going.
Reacting to the shot by Ewing.
Well, forced to take actually a bad shot. It looked like Patrick was open, but so slow to steal.
Jordan had it knocked away. Harper slowed down, and it cost. He was trying to draw a foul, but Jordan was able to break it up.
Well, Michael's so quick. He has had some minor ball handling problems. This time trying to do too much with it as Oakley knocked it loose. Harper, you could see looking over his right.
Jordan. Well, you know Michael's feeling better. We did not see that post-up move frequently Tuesday night.
Without Tony Kukoc, you know they're going to struggle for some offense while they have the mismatch size-wise with the Jordan inside on Ron Harper. They're I should say Derek Harper. Basically standing around. That lets the Knicks get in passing lanes.
Michael Jordan ends the Knick run. So Jordan, 3 of 7. He has 6 points. Personal foul department. 6 calls against Chicago. None against the Knicks. The Bulls are over the limit. Jordan with a pretty move. And he'll go to the line. And that is the first foul called on the Knicks. The Bulls had gone 4.
He's talking about the jawing and the complaining that's going on.
To the post-up. The help came late, but it forced Jordan to give it up. Knicks doing a nice job off the boards, keeping it away.
With Michael Jordan, he has not spent a lot of time so far this year guarding Michael. He's got him here.
Jordan going for the spin and a foul before the shot attempt, and it's apparent that Michael, as we mentioned earlier, is feeling very well physically because he's back to the spin move. We've seen the fadeaway. These are all moves that were doing the last couple of days. Certainly hearing the criticism off his poor performances in the fourth quarter. Michael Jordan with the bucket, and then some words for Bulls setting up for a final shot of this first quarter. Anderson is guarding Jordan.
And it looks like Charlie Ward wants to help out. He better not leave Steve Kerr too open.
And the foul Anderson 5 at the line. Early entrance for John Sally. Phil Jackson doing much shuffling here in this first quarter. Nick Lee. Mason slowed down, able to get it down. Davis won't count. Waved off. So after one, here in Madison Square Garden, New York, it's the Knicks 25 and the Bulls 17. Jordan.
I think it's just a mental positioning of coaches trying to get into each other's head and get into the opposite player's head and see if it affects the way that they play. I think it's very important for us not to listen to that. I mean, all the comments and whatever is done on the basketball court is done on the basketball court, and whatever is said in the press is usually for the mental edge going into the next game. So I don't think too many of us are listening to that, and all the criticism is to try to get the referees to think one other way, and others trying to combat what the others is doing. It's more or less a soap opera.
Now Jordan guarded by Anderson. He has seen a number of looks here today. Jordan with the spin. Oh, what a move by Mickael Jordan. It appeared that Willie Anderson had played a little hard
against Willie Anderson, and a little move to the baseline, and that shook him free from Willie Anderson.
Led by as many as 13, it's down to a 6-point lead. And a hack called on Mason. Jordan anticipating the foul. And
a weak shot, and then Anthony Mason, not on the elbow, that was more along the arm there, and the end rush.
Longlet starts over to strip Jordan. About 4 minutes remaining, first half. Jordan, yes. Mickael Jordan brings the Bulls within 4.
The thing that has to worry Jeff Van Gundy and the Knicks is they have played very strong, tough basketball. The Bulls have not, yet Chicago only down 4.
Make it 2 as Jordan adds a couple more.
Derek Harper has had his problems on the inside with Mickael Jordan, able to post him up and take that fadeaway jumper. This time Mickael waited, and that little hesitation, a little back step by Derek Harper enabled Mickael to raise up and shoot a jumper, and Jordan will get his first rest of this ballgame. And I guess Jeff Van Gundy would say, hey, of course the Chicago Bulls let Oakley go ahead and make his play.
Jordan putting moves on, and he draws the foul. The Knicks are looking for a palming violation. Well, appealing to Hugh Hollins.
Well, let's watch it, see if Mickael turned that one over a little bit. Nevertheless, Oakley gets a hard foul and sometimes gain an advantage. He certainly doesn't need it.
20 for Jordan. 20 of the Bulls, 36 points. 10 seconds remaining first half. Looked like Ewing took a poke. Rodman, Weddington, Ewing, Oakley all involved. And you saw the call made, a technical foul.
The free throw attempt and make by Mickael Jordan. Oakley and Rodman pushing each other, and Rodman pushed
at halftime as they desperately look to hang on to this best-of-7 series, trailing 2-0 coming into today. 43-38 Knicks. Mickael Jordan leading the way. Harper for Jordan. Jordan off the double team. Again able to line drive it. He has 24. It's the Knicks 40, as many as 13. Harper for 3. Yes. Checking the clock. Shot clock at 3.
Getting hammered on the boards in both games, 1 and 2. Out rebounding New York by 10.
Mickael Jordan very quiet in the second half. Only 1 for 5 from the field. And a loose ball foul called against Chicago.
His presence felt at both ends of the floor.
Jordan able to beat Anderson off the dribble. Jordan with the spin. What a move by Jordan. In most instances, the player would be stopped. Willie Anderson had the right angle.
Mickael Jordan has been thick. Get to the basket, draw fouls, try to get three-point plays that particular way, but Ewing took himself out of it.
The Bulls 16-9 in this fourth quarter. Mickael Jordan. Steve Kerr, who just checked back. Jordan backing Harper. Mickael Jordan with a beautiful move. The baseline jumper gives him. Kerr passed on the three.
The Bulls know how important. Whoa, Mickael Jordan has Patrick Ewing wise. Looks like Charlie Ward picks off Derek Harper, and Mickael takes care of the.
Jordan for three. Pippen with the save. Again, Jordan for three. Mickael Jordan from downtown cuts it to 5 with a minute. We're down to 50 seconds to go. Jordan trying to draw the foul, but able to hit. And the Knicks lead is only 3. Mickael Jordan bringing the Bulls
off nicely, trying to draw contact, able to hang in the air and throw it from behind his right ear and get it the Bulls to within 3.
The Bulls have not been successful shooting the 3. They're 5 of 15 from downtown. 25 seconds to go. Jordan for 3 to tie it. He does! The Knicks of the Bulls are tied at 88. Timeout called by the Knicks with 19 and 4/10 seconds remaining. Mickael Jordan has done it again. 40 points, 16 of the 40 here in the fourth. And remember, he was off to a slow start in the second half.
I was just about to say, Marv, the Bulls don't necessarily need a 3 in this situation. If it shows up 5, as Mickael just escaped with a dribble to get away from Derek Harper, who was in his face to challenge the shot. And it's almost as if Mickael willed this thing in. It looked like it was too low, not enough trajectory, but just cleared the front rim.
A 19-6 run by the Bulls over the last 5 minutes. Well, Mickael telling us earlier that the backfield's fine. Says it's the best he has felt right throughout the series. He was obviously struggling physically for game 2, did not have his usual energy, and has turned it up here down the stretch. He has scored the Bulls' last 10 points of this fourth quarter.
And Mickael knew he was going to have to.
And now Pippen able to loop it in. Jordan could not get to it. And we're headed to overtime. The Knicks and the Bulls are tied at 88. So this third of the best of 7 goes to OT. Back with the overtime in a moment. Now Jordan played by Harper. Going to back him in with a fadeaway. And Ewing could not get to it. Pippen does. Pippen for 3. Yes! Scottie Pippen once again opportunistic. Jordan. Oh, he had Harper off balance and was able to take advantage. Jordan has 42, and the game is tied at 93. Harper turns it over, and here's Jordan in a race. Nice play by Starks to break it up. Knocked the ball away, but called for the foul.
Well, Derek Harper just having a nightmare from the field, 1 for 11, and then turning the ball over here, and the ball just thrown long, and let Mickael Jordan run under it, catch up, and he was just slapped on the wrist to prevent the easy basket.
Jordan 8 of 11 at the line. 43 for Jordan, and the Bulls lead by 1. On a couple of occasions led by as many as 13. They had a 13-point lead in the fourth quarter. But the Bulls, spot by Jordan, able to come from behind. Jordan. And the follow. Mickael Jordan with the follow to extend to a 3-point advantage. 46 points from Jordan.
I don't know how he found the opening to get between Harper and Starks, but he did. Cuffed the ball, knew he was in trouble, and basically just threw it off the glass to himself.
The keys to a Bulls victory in Game 1, 44 points from Mickael Jordan. John Starks went 0 for 9 from the field. The Bulls took Game 2 this past Tuesday as Scottie Pippen scored 9 fourth-quarter points while the Knicks went more than 7 minutes without a field goal. And this afternoon, right at the end of regulation, big three-point shot by Jordan to get the tie at 88. And a moment ago, Jordan able to slice his way through to give the Bulls a 3-point lead. Jordan 17 of 34 from the field. He has 46 points, the most he scored against the Knicks, that 55.5 remaining in overtime. Jordan able to beat Harper off the dribble, came up short but recovered. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by Oakley.
Spins away from the double team, gets too far underneath the basket, enabling Ewing.
Harper got picked off, trying to guard Jordan. Oakley knocked it away. Getting a piece of the dribble.
Well, Charles Oakley, who has had his turnover,
But Jordan called for the foul, sending John Starks at the line because Bulls take a timeout. The Knicks now lead by 2, 27 and 3/10 seconds remaining in overtime.
well, I thought Charles Oakley, knowing that the Knicks had a foul to give in that situation, switched out on Mickael Jordan, knowing he was going to get some help there, reaching in before Mickael could get himself in the act of shooting, either going for the steal or the possible foul. Wouldn't have cost anything. And that's Mickael Jordan telling the official that it should be Charles Oakley on the free throw line rather than John Starks. In case there's a situation where they think they're going to get beat to the basket and either go for that steal or commit the foul to make the Bulls bring the ball side out of bounds. Here's another look at that steal as Charles Oakley reaching in, able to knock it loose.
From time. Jordan guarded by Harper. Down to 5. There's Pippen looking for the shot. Gets it. And the Knicks have defeated the Bulls in overtime. The Chicago Bulls are beat for the first time in the playoffs. And it sets up Game 4 here tomorrow, 5:30 start on NBC, with the Bulls now in front 2-1